Okay, welcome to Anonymous HipHopper. Was it second video? I don't make that many videos because I'm always doing so much research and I'm pretty busy with work. But I pretty much got the last 3 weeks off, and I am luckily being compensated for them 3 weeks, so that's nice. Um, if you're wondering why I got my face covered up, it's because I don't really like my image out there like that. Um, Yeah, maybe if I become more comfortable, start making videos on the regular, maybe I'll do that, but not at this time. I think I talked about that in my previous video, but whew, the things that have been going on. We got the corona, we got the stock markets crashing, we got a lot going on. And what a lot of people aren't talking about are the earthquakes and the volcanoes that's erupting with the bad weather that's also on its way. So, I mean, guys, you lump all those together, it sounds like something that we all have been told either in our religious upbringing or saw some movie or some point, that it's probably gonna be the end of the world. I don't know personally if it's gonna be the end of the world, and I guess the other thing is it's not. I'm not so much worried because you know I feel like spiritually you have a certain time that you're here and then you're gone, so it's no reason to keep worrying about you know I guess going to die or pass away anytime soon because if you're here to witness this, this is unprecedented. I would say nothing like this in our lifetime has ever happened, or nothing similar since what, World War II? I guess you could call this World War III. I don't know. Uh, I think a lot of people think that World War III was supposed to be like nation against nation, but in reality, maybe World War III was government against the people, or the war on the general public or the citizens. If you look at it like that, we are in World War III, which means that the people gonna have to come together and start fighting. If the governments try to take more and more power, as it seems like they're doing, like little bit by little bit, kind of taking away general rights. And it seems like they're doing it in the name of safety, but a lot of times we do things in the name of safety, and then when it's time to retract those things, sometimes those things end up staying the same. I mean, if you look at the pattern since 2001 and 9/11, um, how we flew and traveled completely changed from that point. But now with the corona, how we deal with money and interact with people is going to change moving forward. So every seems like every 10, 20 years, they're finding new ways to keep you separate and connected through mediums like this, the internet, and other things to kind of control how you communicate and what people are talking about, right? To me, okay, so what's going on? Depends on your perspective. Depends on how spiritual you are. What's going on? I think that I don't know if you ever heard the analogy about the frog that kind of jumped out of the pot when he felt like it was boiling, but to get the frog to stay into the pot, I think that it was just kind of like a water or a pond, that they would raise the water level or the temperature of the water very slowly. until he didn't realize that when it got to a boiling temperature, it was too late, right? Because if you turn it up too fast, people panic, run, react. But if you turn it up slowly and do it gradually, people accept more and more. And it's kind of like testing boundaries, see how much people accept. And I think that's what they're doing right now. There's so much information being bombarded like 24/7, with the coronavirus. But then you always got to be wondering what they're doing on the other end, making rules and laws that you're not aware of in the middle of the night. Um, and then you come to find out 2 years later that policy's been changed you didn't know. Um, you just got to be aware. It's like a magician, sleight of hand. While they're doing this in front of your face, they're doing something on the other side. You know, and it's crazy. I've heard many different conspiracies. Like one is that um, I don't know, David Wilcock was saying something along the lines that they were taking down a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of elites, and they were using the coronavirus as a cover. I've done a little bit of research on that, but not enough to say that's you know, confident in that fact or that's definitive. Um, and then we all know like David Icke talking about, he's been talking about this for a long time, the Galilean dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. I definitely see that going on. But it's weird. I had Google up here and I wanted to search for a whole bunch of things, but in my mind, I don't have anything sorted out because it's just been like an overload. You probably hear me as I'm talking. I'm just spitting out like a whole bunch of things that I've been hearing, but haven't really formulated my own opinion. The only thing that I can say is that our warning, and I do believe this, our warning was the Mandela Effect. And now I'm starting to see it a little bit more clear every day. People ask me, what do you mean the warning was the Mandela Effect? Well, 2016, approximately 3.5 years ago, we started seeing reality change. And if you think about it, a lot of the phrases and the things that were changing were hinting at, I think, maybe this event that was coming. And for people who have eyes to see and ears to hear, would put two and two together and would have prepared at least a little bit, if not materialistically, at least spiritually, that something was coming very soon. And if you are one of those people who are Mandela affected, um, you saw something like this coming very soon. And I can give a few examples. Uh, the Forrest Gump line, right? Um, let's see if I can bring this up. Hold on a second. Okay, so one of the things was the Forrest Gump line, right? Life is like a box of chocolates. Then life was like a box of chocolates, right? Um, the Darth Vader line saying things like, "Luke, I am your father," and then going to, "No, I am your father," and not "no" like N-O, no like K-N-O-W, like "No, I am your father." And the image of that person was Darth Vader, who is, I believe, to be, um, not so much Satan, but like the entity or the Demiurge, that entity that's trying to take over, and that's behind, some of the leaders, the people, and some of the things that you see happening right now. Um, it was all that the Mandela Effect phrases that changed and the things that changed. Um, were pointing to things that you needed to pay attention to. Um, it's crazy, crazy, crazy times. Just go back and think about it. Go back and look at the messages, though. All the lines that were changed, and they're actually linked together in almost like a poem or a parable, telling you what's to come. All those changes that you saw. You know, maybe in another video I could put them all together and just show you how it was a message. You know, um, I was always saying that I wasn't able to figure it out, but I think that maybe if I lay it out, I could figure it out though, and then maybe I'll post another video. But keep this video short. Everybody keep your head up. It's gonna be a lot more coming. Um, I would just say, you know, just in case we don't have ability to communicate through the internet or phones, you know, download any information, get any books that you want to get for, survival and prepping and things like that down, you know, because if it's true, some of them reports I see coming out, them bringing in troops and all that, if we in lockdown for much longer and that food start running out, you're going to see that civility take a hike. People are going to start looting and do all sorts of things. And you definitely got to be ready for that. Some of you like weapons, some of you don't. I'm not going to tell you what to do in that case. But I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that, though. And actually, if people come together in the way that they should, it might not come to that. But if we're judging the past as according to what's going to happen in the future, it can go either way. It could be 50-50, all depending on people's attitudes, how much they're willing to help the neighbor. You know, but I tell you one thing, I haven't had, this is like the best vacation and rest that I've had in a long time. I know a lot of people's like, I'm going stir crazy, but I'm with people I care about. I feel like I'm in a place that's safe, so I am not really complaining like that. I'm just kind of observing. It's like instead of watching movies, it's like actual life has become a movie. Crazy. I never thought I would see the day that would happen. Usually life's, pretty much mundane, run of the mill. But ever since, even I would say 3.5, 4 years ago, when the Mandela Effect happened, that's the first thing that was like high strangeness, most phenomenal thing I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. history changing like that and continuing to change like every day, sometimes more, twice, twice or three times in a day. So I know I had the screen up over here and I was supposed to type up a few things, but stream of thoughts just kept coming. And I'm not even really prepared so much, but sometimes you don't have to prepare, you just let it flow. You know? But anyways, I'm gonna end this video for now, and then if I can maybe show you like a stream of comments that kind of explain what was coming through the Mandela Effect, you'll see the kind of connection. Okay, so you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.